What's up, guys, and welcome to today's Bulgarian training session. Yes, Bulgarian training is back in the mix. So, the national championship in taekwondo is in 8.5 weeks, and that means that I have around 7.5 weeks to train for it. I'm already in decent shape, but I need to get back to peak strength and maintain this extremely high level of cardio that I just had here on Sunday. Try to get back to that because I know obviously I'm probably not going to run as fast next week because Sunday was really a one-off in terms of speed, but the plan will be to keep that Sunday run and make it to a consistent thing and not just an unusual thing, and then get back to peak strength and lose about half a kilo. So those three are all easy goals, but when you take all three and combine them at once and in 7.5 weeks time frame, it's going to be difficult. It's going to require a disciplined effort. It's not going to be the hardest training cycle I've ever done in my life, which feels really good because I don't need that right now. I need to focus on taekwondo. I need to focus on school. I need to focus on getting into stretching. I need to focus on sparring. There's a bunch of stuff I need to focus on outside of the training, but in total, the sum total is going to lead to my life being difficult and strenuous, but probably manageable. And I have a couple of minor personal life things as well, obviously outside of training. So when you do the calculations, everything is going to drain me a bit, but I do believe that my overall energy level can handle it, and especially with the level of motivation that I have now and that I will continue to have the closer we get to the national championship. I don't believe that, losing steam is going to be an issue at all. Not now. Because it's been a very repetitive and boring year of training. It's been a grind, basically up until the summer holiday was over. Since then, it's been downhill. It's gone downhill, but we've had at this point, 7 months of dedicated training. I believe in the beginning of the year, I had 100 days, not in a row, but I trained 100 days with just a handful. You could probably count my rest days on one hand. And I plan to keep it that way now, leading up to the national championship as well. It's week 41 of the year now. I don't know if your country counts weeks like that, but Sweden does. So it's week 41 of 2021 right now. The national championship is on week 49, and that means that week 48 is going to be my last week of training. And then during week 49, the only goal will be to get my weight down to an appropriate level, make sure my mobility is good, recover my body. At least try to recover, because rapid weight loss, especially when it's dehydration based, which that's how you cut weight without losing too much muscle mass, is you cut not only your calories, basically you just completely stop eating. You can water load before. I'm most likely not going to do that to a large extent since I have no experience in it. But what I have done previously is 2-day fasts, to where on the second 24 hours, I don't drink anything. So basically, a lot of minerals, just regular salt, is excreted from the body during the first 24 hours of not eating. You go to the bathroom, weight leaves your body that way, and you kind of deplete your carbohydrate reserves, and maybe start tapping into your fat stores, although that won't really affect your weight much. And then the second 24 hours is dehydration. So that's what I'm going to do now, except it's probably going to, since I'm planning to cut around 4 kilos, going from 77, which I'm not there yet. I'm at 77.5 right now. Some days I'm over 78, but that is, I'm a bit inconsistent with that. As long as I keep my diet in check, I weigh around 77.5, 77.4. So I need to lose around half a kilo. And then from there, it's going to be like a 4 kilo weight cut, which means really 4.1 if you want to count it like that. And that's from a morning weight, so it's not going to be easy. I mean, probably during the day, at least during the evening, I'm probably going to be weighing like 78 plus. So that will be, some would call it a 5+ kilo cut. I know that's possible. It's going to be difficult, but I don't see myself having some like major health problems or issues during the actual weight cutting process itself. Most likely it's going to be around a 3-day fast with the last 24 hours, with like no food or water intake at all. The only difficulty I really see with that is if I get sick, that is going to absolutely crush everything. All plans will be completely destroyed if I get sick during the weight cutting process or just before. Otherwise, it's probably going to go pretty well, and I expect to lose the weight. And we'll see where the strength goes, but if I get to where I want to get to when it comes to my strength, this physique you can see right here is going to look even better for those of you who care about that stuff, because I'm going to gain at least 1 kilogram of muscle, and I will lose around 0.5 kilogram of total body weight. So like, even if I don't get to my strength goals, my body composition will be better than it is now. Not massively, but it will be very slightly visible to a trained eye. And obviously when we add weight cut on top of that, I'm probably going to, let's say on the 9th of December, achieve, at least very short term, for a couple of hours, my leanest physique of my entire life, my lowest body fat of my entire life, and maybe my highest level of dehydration as well. So these next, 8.5 weeks of my life aren't going to be very healthy for me. It's going to be a lot of total stress. When you add all the life factors together, it's going to be stress on my body, on my mind, and on my spirit. And if I can complete everything, it will 10 out of 10 times be worth it. And, I can always take the rest of December off all the way until Christmas. Because if I can win a national championship this year, if I manage to get into the shape that I'm planning to get into, if I can manage to do that and train taekwondo properly, really find my movement patterns, my new movement patterns with this new body, this new improved, stronger, longer body, if I can figure out how to move properly with it and apply it to my sport, get into the right shape, stay injury free and not get sick, I'm probably going to win a national championship gold this year. So gold. So I would say right now, if I can manage to hit all of these goals, I would say my chance of winning is well above 50%. But you never know. There are monsters out there. It depends on, the severity of the monsters that you're going to face. I don't believe that in my small country there is a single person out there right now in my weight class that has the ability to give me the sort of problems that I'm worried about. But just in case, I'm going to get in phenomenal shape, and being in better shape than everyone else, like considerably, is not a weakness either. Even if I overdo it, that will only help me, and it will make my matches easier, smoother, and less psychologically demanding. It's strength is never a weakness. Cardio is never a weakness. Technique and skill is never a weakness. I don't believe that I really have the ability to do too much. So, I don't really know what I'm saying. My core message here really is I do believe I'm going to win the national championship in taekwondo this year. If I don't, I will be disappointed, like very disappointed. Just like I was disappointed last time in 2019. I don't want to feel that again. I have too many silvers and too many bronzes on my nightstand, and I hate waking up every morning and seeing second place loser and third place loser every single morning. It might drive me crazy, and if it does, it will be completely worth it, because then I can finally win a gold, and not only win my first gold but also win a gold in a national championship, which is so much more valuable than all the other golds that I could ever have won. big monologue today. I'm guessing it's around 10 minutes or so. But it's good to talk to you guys again, and you will most likely see me tomorrow. Tomorrow I have taekwondo training, but I will either train before or after the taekwondo session, and I believe that won't be an issue. I also have a physics test on Friday, but I'm fairly well prepared, so I don't see that impeding anything. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.